All right, we're live. So, hello everybody. My name is Dr. Stephanie Pierre, aka Simon Creatrix. And today I want to pop on here and talk about the things that are just flowing into my mind, the conversations that we're having in the STARDISCO Atelier, in my paid spaces and containers. And we're talking about Virgo season, okay? Virgo season is a thing because it's Virgo season. We're already in it. We're already in it. And this isn't just, the new moon in Virgo, although that's a part of it. But we've also got eclipse season coming up. So, which is featuring the Virgo and the Pisces axis. And so Virgo, if you didn't know, now you know, is essentially the sign of the material girl. Okay? Like, think Madonna. Madonna, Virgo, lots of Virgo and lots of mercurial energy. Like, a lot of people, you might know that or think like she's a Leo, and that's true. However, the Virgo, like a virgin, material girl, like all of this, Papa Don't Preach, like all of that, that's all Virgo energy being self-expressed, okay? So I want to jam about this, what you need to know, something that I am like super, super passionate about is what is most misunderstood about things and or people and or signs. And so that's what I want to jam about, is some of the most misunderstood things when it comes to Virgos and Virgo season, and then also some of the the concepts and or the topics, the subjects that are Virgo related, okay? So let's come back to material girl, right? So if you didn't know, like now you know, Virgo, anytime you hear Virgo or it's Virgo season, or even looking at your own personal chart where you have Virgo, I want you to think, compute, material girl, okay? So, and something also that I'm super passionate about that's kind of like, be honest, is like a little pet peeve, is people only caring about their sun sign, right? Like, and then even now it's like, they only, and it's only natural, right? Like being, like we care about what's relevant to us, but the problem is that most people really don't know, they don't know themselves, right? Like, and when it comes to astrology is a science, guys. It's a legit science. It's math. It is fucking math. Magic, math, astrology, money. It's all math. And this is, by the way, what Mercury rules over. Mercury being the ruler of Virgo. So all of these subjects, money, magic, alchemy, math, this is Virgo, right? This is why Virgos make great accountants. They make amazing fashionistas, because all of the cutting and the shapes and the tailoring, getting things to look and fit a certain way. There's a lot of precision. There's a lot of numbers involved with all of that. Okay, so coming back to my little pet peeve, that's like a Virgo thing. Like Virgos are known for being nitpicky and like little things and little details, like it's like where you have Virgo, most likely it's where you'll tend to either like have these little things that are just like piss you off, and or during Virgo season, these sort of things and or shadows get like revealed for people. So you're welcome on this. I'm going to make your life a whole fucking lot easier once you start to uncover your Virgo mysteries. Okay, so back to what I was saying. I go on tangents. If you didn't know, now you know. I do that. I ramble, but I always come back to the heart of the matter. Like all of the places that I'm going is weaving and bringing together and synthesizing a lot of things that maybe don't seem like they go together, but they actually do. They actually form a cohesive whole. And that's also what I specialize in, because I work with multi-passionate, multi-disciplined artists, entrepreneurs, and athletes that maybe feel like they're either overwhelmed by everything that's on their plate in life. They have a lot of talent, they have a lot of gifts, and they want to be able to own and embody and express and nourish all these different aspects of who they are. And they're not willing to settle and or sacrifice for the mediocrity, which, you know, a lot of society doesn't really, I don't feel, educate and or foster this way of living, you know, especially in the United States, which is, you know, for many, many years has been a very like type A masculine overlay, you know, of drive and ambition. And like, this is how it's done. It doesn't really speak to the more non-linear and feminine embodiment of the whole, which is what we see in more Asian and excuse me if I'm not politically correct, but Eastern philosophies, such as in the Vedas, such as in Chinese medicine, which these are, you know, my background is a doctor of Oriental medicine, and then my studies and lineage with Vedic teachers and Sufi teachers. Okay, so, wow, like, can I fucking get to it? Okay, here it is. So is people only paying attention when it's their sun sign, or even maybe nowadays like their moon sign and their rising sign? And then like anything else, it's kind of like, they don't pay attention. And that's really a disservice to you. I really want to, and it's a personal challenge to you, is when you're hearing about things that are happening astrologically and or an astrologer is teaching about certain things, is to not dismiss it because it's not saying your sun sign, right? Or it's not your moon sign. So therefore you're like, it has nothing to do with me. A lot of times that's just not the truth, and it's not the case. You know, because astrology is math, there's so much more to astrology than your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign. You know, who knows? You might have, just like so many other different ways and things that are in your chart that you realize, like, actually, all right, like my whole life, wow, I thought I was a Libra, or I thought I was, you know, a Taurus. And then I realized like I'm actually really scorpionic, right? Like once I really started learning about my chart, you know, these gifts and these secrets about yourself will start becoming revealed to you. But which is why that's one of the things I'm also really passionate about, is the like mainstream pop astrology, and because it's what has given astrology a bad name. This is why everybody talks smack about Mercury retrograde. Guys, I've made the most money ever in this last Mercury retrograde. Holla, it's available to you as well. So everybody and their mother who like complains about Mercury retrograde and or just, you know, and it's not about, I got through Mercury retrograde unscathed. It's like, no, like I motherfucking bank on Mercury retrograde. Like I expect to be on the synchronicity highway. I expect to have massive flow states. I expect to make more money than ever. And you get to do that too. This is what I teach in my Star Lab and Studio, formerly known as the apprenticeship. So, and this is for, again, multidisciplined artists that are like, that resonate as being a star, that want to live their life like a star, because we're all stars and deserve to twinkle, and living their life like a mythic adventure fairy tale. This is what we do in Star Disco. Okay, wow. Can we take a moment? Can we take a moment to appreciate the tangents? All right, yeah. So coming back to Mercury, and Virgo is a material girl. So what this means is, Virgo is an earth sign. And so all earth signs are concerned with the material realm of reality. Think your body, the physical body, money, things that you can touch, things that you can smell, right? It's like the most material. This is why the scent of smell and or your sense of smell is the most refined sense that we have, because it is the final scent, or it is the final aspect of manifestation. When you can smell something, it's as real as it's going to get. Okay, so Mercury and Virgo, because it's the last earth sign. We have 3 different earth signs. And in a progression, when we get to Virgo, now we're dealing with the intelligence of the earth. We're dealing with the intelligence, the intel of the earth. And so what is the intel of the earth going to give you? But how to dominate it, how to understand it, how to work it, how to become one with it. Anything that we want to manifest, it's because we're merging with it. We're becoming one with it. Like, it goes from being just a thought and a fantasy and an idea into an embodiment of it. You've merged essentially with that idea. The idea has merged into the body. It now matters. Make your mind matter. If you've ever heard that expression, and or the mind over matter, that's actually what the symbol of Mercury represents. It's the mind, which is, the symbol of Mercury is a circle over the cross of matter. So the circle of spirit, and then it has like the little ding, 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 like little wings. It's the crescent of soul over the spirit, and then the cross of matter. So that's what Mercury, that symbol literally means, is mind over matter. So when you put your mind over whatever matters to you, you can dominate it. You can materialize it. And so that's what Mercury, and by extension Virgo, allows for you to do. It allows you to dominate. And when I say dominate, I want to remind you that domination is not a negative thing. There are negative ways that we can dominate subjects and or energy. But domination, when you care about something, is nothing more and or nothing less than guiding it and like having dominion over something. To have dominion over something means that you're mastering it. And a servant is a master in disguise. So Virgo has a lot to do with service. Like, how do you learn? Hello, what's going on, Gina? Welcome. When you guys said, oh, Gina, magic, you got me on the magic piece. Once we said the magic, I'm like, you are in the right place. You're going to love this conversation. Definitely, I've been rolling for a little bit, but I recommend watching this from the beginning because we talk about magic. So anyhow, thanks for stopping by. Okay, I'm getting a little bit distracted, but I'm talking about Virgo. I'm talking about Virgo season. I'm talking about Mercury and why Virgo is the ultimate material girl. So when it comes to dominating and or mastering the physical realm, so that's your health, your body, the physical, like physicality and money, think Virgo. So if this is something that you're wanting, that you're interested in, and or it's a challenge for you, now is the best time to invest your time, attention, and energy into it to see the greatest ROI and or improvement, okay? The most bang for your buck. And on top of that, because now we're approaching the eclipse portal, this is also where we can experience radical change in our life when we know how to work with the eclipses in a productive way. So, all right, so let me just pull back because I was riffing on being of service, right? So when we're of service and when that is the priority, then that is when we can dominate something in a healthy way, right? It's not dominating something from the quote unquote, and I use the term patriarchy very loosely, from this, what can I get out of it? Like a very masculine way to approach life and or to approach the world or even the earth. Okay, and we're talking about earth signs here, is looking at the earth, looking at people, looking at life and being like, what can I get from this? What can they give me? What can they do for me? As opposed to, oh my God, like this is life. Like every single person that we come across in life is God in disguise. They have a spark of divinity in all of us. We all have a spark of the divine. It's all there if you really look for it. And when you can start to reframe how you look at life, how you look at people, how you look at the earth, and you're looking for, this person is a god, this person is a goddess in disguise, how can I serve you? Right? Like, what can I give to you? How can we play? How can we have fun? How can we make love? How can we make magic together? That, and when you're taking a form of ownership, right? To dominate something is a form of ownership. You're saying it's a form of appreciation. And I'm going to quote Voltaire, which is appreciation, which means to raise something in value. You want to make more money? Raise something in value, raise yourself in value, raise somebody else in value. You're making it more valuable. That's all that money is, a symbol for value. That's all business is. It's a circulation. It's a conscious circulation and flow for what you value. So if you want to value something and or value someone, you appreciate them. And how do you appreciate something? By making what is excellent in others belong to us as well. So if you want to appreciate someone, you invest in them. Just like when a house appreciates in value, how does it appreciate in value? A property, a building, a house, a location, it always appreciates in value because either it's being invested in, you're updating the fixtures, maybe it's in a better location, and or you're bringing in other valuable properties, assets, people that are closely connected to it, and that raises its value because you're investing into it. So this is one of the things that is what Mercury, and by extension Virgo, is really gifted in. So I know that this was a very rich and meaty conversation. I said a lot of things, and I may have said a lot of things really fast, but I will tell you this: if you go back and you listen to this, and bonus points if you take notes, this will change your life. This whole conversation has the power to change how you look at life, how you engage with people, and also the relationship that you have with the physical material realm. So let's see if there's anything. There's so much I could talk about this subject, and I was just like feeling inspired. So this is an inspired off-the-cuff riff. But if you're interested in really delving into and learning more about these mysteries, send me a private message. I am enrolling spots right now for the, drum roll please, for the one and only Star Disco Star Lab and Studio, formerly known as the Apprenticeship, which is my school, where I teach you everything that I know in like a fraction of the time that it took me to learn it, as well as the money that it took me to invest and learn these things. So this is like in the Star Disco Atelier, there are several paths for working with me, and also I've got something coming. I've got something special coming for eclipse season. So before I officially announce it, if you're interested, send me a private message. And or if you want to wait till the bomb gets dropped officially, you can wait for that. But either one-to-one mentorship spots are open. People are fucking banging it out with my one-to-one mentorship, where I do, this is where you leverage. This is about you leveraging your identity by 75%. If you want to check out my before and afters, visual before and afters, beauty, archetype, quantum light body activations where you leverage your identity, then this is brand and image consulting. You definitely want to work with me one-to-one. So that's my Fierce Feminine Fantasy, X chromosome mentorship. And then we have the apprenticeship, or rather my Star Lab and Studio, which is a star school, What's up, roses in the house? Girl, I'm talking about all the Virgo things. OMG, just you wait. Just you wait. I'm so fucking excited to like crack into this with you. But I'm wrapping all of this up, but I'm talking about like all the Virgo money and health things. So watch this from the beginning. You'll love this. It's totally like right up your alley. Everybody say hi to Rose. She is fucking amazing. She's your seventh house. Yes. Seventh house. Seventh house magic is coming at you. I'm getting all of the chill bumps right now. Okay, so yeah, those are my pathways. And then I also have like self-paced, self-study courses and programs available in my shop, which are really amazing. I highly recommend either my mermaid cleanse, which is amazing for like introductory working with your moon, working with your emotions, working with emotional intelligence and love and relationships. I've got so much to say about this. This program has changed so many women's life. And it was such an honor just going through everything that I've gone through in my own, like as a physician, seeing thousands of clients over the years, turning my romantic relationship tragedy into a comedy and weaving all of that with astrology and creating just a really gorgeous piece of art. If you have questions about that, let me know. But all of that information is on my shop page and or the Bombshell Challenge, which is fucking chef's kiss. You'll love that. And that's sex magic, fertility, and just working. This is just like sex magic like you've never, ever, like nobody out there is teaching this the way that I teach it. I haven't seen it yet as of to date. And just to give you like a little snapshot, clients have dissolved in less than a month over $100,000 in debt. Poof, gone through the Bombshell Challenge. Womb diseases that were like uncurable, we don't know what it is, bleeding for like months and months and months, like literally like just nonstop bleeding, gone in less than a month. People's like men in their life like start like cherishing them, adoring them, giving to them, pouring into them in ways that they had never experienced before. So, and it's just really, really fun and flirty, and it's really aligned with the Venus cycle that we're in right now. So those would be my recommendations. But don't be a stranger. Like Mermaid Cleanse has been melting my heart. Oh, I love that so much. I'm loving that you're loving it. Caught you live. I love you too. Yeah, so don't be a stranger. Like, come and chat with me. My box is open. I'm open for business. So yeah, message me. I'd love to get to know you and chat with you, answer any questions that you have. But yeah, this is today's weekly message is all about Virgo and Mercury, which is math, magic, money, and science. It's actually material girl. Like that's the heading on this is Virgo is the ultimate material girl. So think fashion, money, body, Madonna, right? Like Madonna was the ultimate material girl. And just to recap and like wrap this all up in the bow, why? She had major Virgo energy, major Mercury energy. Those are my cats right now, like confirming. So anyhow, I love you guys. Stay tuned for next week's. I'm going to be doing these weekly lives, love streams here on Instagram. So you'll have to catch me next week. And or if you didn't catch last week's, you definitely want to check that one out too, because I was jamming about love and relationships and Tantra. All right, guys, I love you. Bye.